Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another Lottery One-Off. And today, we've got a double feature for you guys. Two of my characters have reached the exact same point in the game. Lotaeri and Sly both need to complete the Lunatic Mall in order to get into the Chort University. I've seen what this looks like on Dominating, and it looks awful on Dominating mode, but I don't think I've seen anyone do it on Hard, so hopefully it's not going to be quite as awful, and my characters will be up to it. The problem with the Lunatic Mall, guys, is that it's filled with lunatics, and they're some of the nastiest enemies you can face in this game, thanks to various abilities that stun lock you or incapacitate you, and being able to do incredible amounts of damage to you very quickly. Fighting one lunatic is very dangerous, and on Hard it's even more dangerous. And I'm pretty sure there's more lunatics in the Lunatic Mall on Hard than there is on Normal. I think we even get a third named boss lunatic guarding the statue that we're here to find. This is my first time attempting it. I have not yet walked over here together. So, I mean, I know I always say that I'm expecting to die a bunch, but I really am expecting to die a bunch. I always am expecting to die a bunch whenever I do one of these attempts. So, hopefully that will happen, and you guys will get your weekly allotment of underrail depths, if I can actually pronounce words today. We're going to go ahead and do the standard stuff, but I'll try to make it quicker than I normally do for covering the stats, skills, feats, and equipment specializations for my characters. So I've already babbled on long enough. Let me put a small break here. Alright, guys. So let's go ahead and do a very, very quick summary for me as to what Lotaeri's got going for him. Besides an incredible YouTube channel with some of the most amazing viewers who stop by to watch my content, Lotaeri's got these statistics going for him. Nothing was lowered even a single point during character creation. I wanted to see how hard would be with a character who didn't lower a single stat and who didn't have anything higher than 8. And it hasn't been that difficult, to be perfectly honest. Of course, Lotaeri is a psionic hybrid, which greatly helps in that regard. But I'm also not using the psionics most people would probably use in order to keep people incapacitated. Mostly I rely on flames to keep people running around in fear, but I'm getting ahead of myself. As you can see, nothing was lowered even a single point, and I have nothing that is even a 9. And I'm done with my stats at level 26. For our skills, Lotaeri is a melee psionic hybrid. I use spears, and so my melee is 135. 5 points go into melee every single level. I'm a dodge and evadey character, and I rely on this to keep me from getting hit. So my evasion is more important than my dodge, and it is my belief I can keep melee enemies generally away from me for some significant amount of time, relying on fear to keep them out of the fire when I activate it, or set them on fire to make them run around, or alternatively occasionally stunning them with a taser, or some other way of slowing them down. Evasion, though, because I can't always dodge bullets, well, I get out of line of sight of enemies' line of sight. This helps me dodge those bullets. I have some lockpicking and some pickpocket because Lotaeri's playing on oddity mode, and pickpocket in particular is useful for grabbing some oddities that are otherwise difficult to acquire. Lotaeri's a crafter. He's crafted himself some amazing spears, one of which I'll show you in a little bit. We're also using it for hacking and shield craft, amongst other things. I'm beginning to make special drugs for myself, so we've got some biology, and I made myself some armor, which is why I've got tailoring 135 effective. I'm using metathermics for the most part, with 135, 5 points in this every level so I can keep the damage up on my character. Arguably, I should have a higher stat in will, since I do rely on my ranged fire abilities, but I'm not struggling overly much so far. I have some points now in temporal manipulation, using this for temporal contraction, temporal dilation, and limited temporal increment. Sometimes I've also been using entropic reoccurrence if I manage to hit something with a very powerful hit, in particular for Plasma Beam, which you'll see me using, I think, in here. For my feats, I don't think you guys care about me covering all of these individually, so I'll just show you what I've taken with him. Notice that I've got no frost metathermic abilities here. I rely purely on Pyromaniac and setting things on fire if it comes down to crowd control. A little bit less than that, actually, now that I'm no longer using Pyrokinetic Stream or Entropic Aura. I should probably have one of those. At least, I should have 3 set things on fire abilities in my brain. So we'll double check that to make sure that's the case before I walk in there. Here's my specialization points. For what I've completed in the game, all of normal Underrail has been cleared out. All of the lower passages has been cleared out. The caves have been decently explored, but not fully. There's absolutely no reason for me to walk into the Deathstalker-held areas here. There's no oddities, I believe, that I'm missing in any of those areas. So there'll be a chunk of this which is just unexplored for Lotaeri. I completed all the DLC with the exception of Abyssal Station 0. I have not fought any of the Savage groups yet. I tend not to do that for story and or thematic reasons. I just don't play people who would be interested in slaughtering the Savages. But I might record Lotaeri making an attempt to kill one of the bosses. We will see. I think they're in pairs. When you kill one, you generally will be killing a second shortly thereafter. So maybe we'll handle a group if there's any up here. To that end, I've never fought any of the Savage bosses. None of my characters were playing someone who was that bloodthirsty to want to do so. And for Upper Underrail, you can see that I have not even explored all of this. Most of these areas are still unexplored. We are level 26. As you can see, I more or less have just entered level 26. For his equipment, a muffled, extended Unisai headband. My temporal manipulation and metathermics are improved by 8. Actually, you guys don't need me to babble it. You can see what's right there in the tooltip. I like conservative shields as opposed to efficient shields. They're both good choices, but I tend to want to activate it and then leave it on while still trying to avoid enemy fire, which means that I don't want that to... I tend not to take as many hits as I think I'm going to take, and the shield will drain a little too much by the time I take a shield if I'm using a different type of shield. So, I'm partial to conservative ones. Once again, you guys can just read what this is. I'm immune to burning, and I'm immune to freezing. This is great, since I can't set myself on fire accidentally. Occasionally, I know there's been several attempts of the game to do that to me. And I can't be frozen, which means that chillers... Is that right? No, freezers. Freezers can't use cryostasis on me. I'll be curious if the AI even makes the attempt. I'm going to assume that it knows I can't be frozen, and doesn't bother to do so. A good amount of varying resistances on this armor, with the exception of lightning, which I wouldn't have minded having when I go into this place. I'm just going to have to rely on that shield absorbing any psycho-electricity attacks. I guess I'll say it. I like using drugs. Though I tend not to use them as often as I do in this game. But being able to use them with, I think, only 2 action points as the cost, or 2.5, is really handy. So Lotaeri's sticking with his doctor's pouch. Some good boots, which allow me to sprint very often. If I have slotted and remember to use limited temporal increment, I can sprint again in 4 turns. That's pretty good. So I like this. And plus I also like the increased agility that this grants me. Plus 1 more point. Lots of dodge and evasion for Lotaeri. We're using a Shock Super Steel Spear to spread that damage out to everything. This is, I think, the second time I'm actually wielding this spear, as I was using an energy Super Steel Spear earlier, which, sorry, a Tychrome Spear. Energy Tychrome Spear, which also was amazing. I think I prefer the energy spear over the shock spear for the simple fact that entropic recurrence causes the energy and physical damage, which I think are applied at the same time, to reoccur on the target, as opposed to this weapon, where the physical damage is followed by the electrical damage. Thus, I don't do as much damage with entropic recurrence when wielding this weapon. We've also got a shock Tichrome combat knife, in case I end up with a little action points left and don't feel like stabbing someone. The target has a few hit points left, and I feel it would be a waste to use 25 or so action points to swing the spear again to kill it, when a simple stab with the knife would do so. I'm bringing some nail bombs with me, courtesy of the free drones. I've got a cloaking device on me, not for the stealth, but for the increased evasion. Not that that will help me overly much against psychic abilities, but occasionally they do shoot at me. And a taser to stun something at close range. Let me double check my psionic skills. Okay, so we got pyrokinesis and pyrokinetic extreme in order to deal the fire damage I want and set people on fire and make them run around. Plasma beam to do incredible amounts of damage when I really need it to. I can follow that up with entropic recurrence, which I believe applies both parts of this damage to the target again over its duration. And I slow enemies down and I speed myself up as necessary. Okay, let me put a break here again, and let's head on in and try the Lunatic Mall. All right. We'll start with the door trick. So I don't want to be penalized for opening a door and finding enemies behind it. You enter combat, open the door, and as long as you get out of line of sight, the game won't activate the enemies on the other side of the door, and they also won't it won't penalize you thusly because you don't enter combat. You can end combat, the 25 action points for opening it. But if you dare move into the doorway, if you take a step towards the enemy, the game will keep you in combat. So open the door and then move to the side or back as quick as you can, and you should end up out of combat. Now we have to deal with these two. At least two enemies in here. I want to know for sure. Two electricians, nonetheless. We could sprint here, stun one, and hopefully kill the other. So let's try that. Nope! Okay, that was a big mistake. There's a freezer there. We'll still stun this one, and we'll still try to kill this one. Okay, since we missed one of those 92% chances to hit, we now need to temporal contraction. Now, the good news about the freezer is that he can't actually freeze me. The bad news is he's going to make a lot of noise as he shouts for help. I want to stay close to this guy, since I want to stab him to death next turn. So we'll move here and end the turn. That's a... Oh, I thought that was a... what's it called? Nuker. Pyromaniac, Gunner, Freezer, and another Pyromaniac. Alright, well, let's start by killing him. I want them all bunching up so we can nail bomb and throw a fireball onto them. And there's no reason for us to rush out there to do it. We could move up, open the door, fireball them, and move away. But I'm a little worried one of them will be able to shoot through this open window. So we'll instead move over here and out of their line of sight. Good. And we didn't get a contract... I'm sorry. Right, I forgot. My contraction lasts an extra turn. Ironically, I ran up to fight them instead of using a fireball because I wanted this to be quiet, so I didn't activate so many of them. Okay, well, now we're not going to really have a choice. Well, I guess we could put a dilation on the gunner, but why not try a fireball to start? I could move over here and do a plasma beam on all three of them, and then move away. Let's do that instead. It's going to be expensive. Mano. Oh, can I? We might be able to hit all four of them. Then we can fireball these two. That's annoying. I'll recurrence. Oh, we killed the pyromaniac. We'll kill him too then. Now we move away. The combat's over. That probably got some other people's attention, but they shouldn't walk into this room, so we can just wait here for our power to come back. Them lining up like that was amazing. I have no idea how Boots is going to do this. This is going to be so tough for him to do compared to Lotaeri, who uses his psionic abilities to do damage. Boots uses it for support. Alright. Let's clear the corpses of their loot, so I don't accidentally loot during combat. I know you can disable it very quickly, actually, with this option down here. But old habits die hard, and I still am intending to loot all the corpses. We'll just dump all the garbage into this area, and I can come and pluck it out of here later if I want to sell any of it. Okay, that's good. Since I am playing oddity mode, I will check all of these for any oddities that might be in here. I can't remember if there is any oddities that isn't lunatic poetry in this place, and I think I already have all 5 lunatic poetries as well. Any old world money in that? No. Nothing on any of the stands. There's normally someone here, but I'm pretty sure he investigated the sound. But I didn't see any psychopaths, which means that... And this door is shut? This door is shut. I know there's at least one enemy in this area. Did I bring dynamite with me? I did not. Okay. Let's get their attention and then run away. We'll use this room as the room we're going to be fighting in. The electronics room. That should get their attention. There's a chiller, a brawler, and a nuker, I think, in there. I don't think they can reach me this turn, so I'm not going to use sprint. But I will activate the shield. I think I can land the fireball amongst them, so let's try that. Although if this does cause him to run, he might run in this direction, getting more enemies. Let's recurrence him. So let's sprint first. He'll take 32 burning damage and another 37 heat damage. That will be 70-something damage a turn. He should die before he gets a chance to heal himself. Let's get out of line of sight. That's those two healing themselves. It's a gunner and a chiller. Let's... I mean, we could plasma beam them. I don't think we need to. We could run up and potentially kill both of them. I'd be relying on 95% chances to hit, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think let's do this. We'll run up and try to kill them with our spear. And we can always support contraction to get more... Uh-oh. Damage in. Okay, we missed one of those. We will contraction. What was over there that we saw? I don't want the scanner to see me, but I don't have a way to get away. We'll hope that he can't biolocation me from here. I don't want to use an adrenaline shot. Oh, we might be dead. Yep, because we'll be in this state. They'll have their full action points, and I'm dead. I'm just dead. Yep, dead. That's it. Okay, no problem. Get to do it again. At times like that, that's when I would hit escape and reload if I wasn't recording it for you guys. There's nothing I can do if I'm ending the turn in a mental breakdown state with two enemies staring at me, one of which is a psychopath. I'm just dead. That's the end of the attempt. Let's run up here. We'll just do this again. If I could have planned it differently, well, there's two things that could have happened. I could have just ran instead of trying to fight those two in this hallway. Or number two, one of that 92%, not 94% chance to hit could have hit. Okay. I see you, scanner. I'm just gonna go for you. Oh, that's annoying. So we need to get away. So let's use contraction. Shut the door and move for the other door. If the scanner heard that, then the psychopath may be in the area as well. I could move up, open the door, swing at the scanner once, and then run away. Let's do that. Arguably, I shouldn't have shut the door, but I wasn't sure where the psychopath it was, and I'm still not sure where he is. The brawler's sprinting to reach me. We will give him that chance. Good. Contraction. Oh! He can shoot me through the window there. Oh, that was interesting. Why didn't he move for the door? I think the psychopath is here. Let's make them come through the door. I can't stay there. If there is a psychopath, he would be able to see me. I'm not sure if it's here or not. Let's throw a flare. It isn't. I will get one swing with the spear and one swing with my knife. I think we can take the attempt, assuming there's no psychopath here. You know, I'm just not sure. Let's move away. I think the gunner has like a jackrabbit, so I'm not really concerned about his SMG either. Okay, not bad. Feels like my spears got a 50-50 chance to hit, though. Not a 94% chance to hit. What do you guys think? Let's get this out of the way, also. I'm going to complain about the hit chances whenever I play this game and I'm recording it, because it just comes with the territory of playing any game which has a 5% chance to miss. Because I seem to get it fairly often. It feels like more than 5% of the time, 5% of my swings are misses. And it's just, I don't know, it comes with the territory of playing any game of this sort. Like, I would do the same complaining in XCOM. I would do it I did it in Stirring Abyss. Any game which has a hit percentage that, whenever I miss a 95% chance to hit, assuming it's more than, or 90% chance to hit, assuming I miss like 2 of those, after attacking like 5 times, I'm gonna start complaining about it. I apologize if it's annoying. I can't keep it out of my system. Tourist guide. Haven't seen one of those since the mutant area. I think we did that together after Lotaeri had cleared the lurker base out. I actually had recorded Sylvester Boots doing the lurker base, and I think I recorded 3 other Underrail videos, but in all of them, I detected that I was being overly harsh on some of the game mechanics and complaining a little too much. So I'm going to try to not do that in this video. Now, I know that there's a stealthed lunatic down this hallway. It's an assassin. There's something else as well, I think, because the timer, the hourglass, was still spinning. And is still spinning. Is there a psycho... I mean, so now that I know there's a psychopath around here, I'm going to be paranoid that it's here staring at me. But I can't let myself remain in line of sight of it. That there's no way that was the assassin. Was it? It was. So far, not so bad. Just 1 death. I'll be honest as well, this place doesn't feel any more difficult than it normally would on normal mode for me, though I'm positive we've already killed 2 more lunatics. I don't remember these electricians being in this room either. I thought in normal mode, this room is empty. So I think actually we've killed maybe 3 or 4 more... Why am I shutting the doors? 4 more lunatics than there are normally in the game. In the mall, sorry. Well, in the game is also not an inaccurate statement. Cave hopper steak. Very nice. Could always use more agility. Okay, we've already cleared this area out. We cleared our rear, as it were. Let's check the weapons store next. Is it really empty? Really? Yeah, it must be. Because no one opened that door. Oh, he's not stealthed. It's a barber, not a lunatic. Not that that really helps me much. Why don't we slow him down? Which will also get everyone else who's over there. I think there's a cluster of 3 to aggro on me, and we'll get some distance. I say there's at least 3. In normal mode, there's 3 enemies there. He slowed for 2 more turns. I'm assuming there's no one else here who's following him. Just him, huh? Wow, yeah, just him. I guess we can carry that loot for a little bit. Did we clear this area out of all the enemies? I thought there was like a barrel. There, a fire barrel there. And there are some... Alright, there's still some more enemies there. Scanner, Pyromaniac, and a Nuker. I don't want the scanner to see me. They're probably all wearing anti... Can't be set on fire. Immune to burning armor is my guess. But they are clustered. But they should remain clustered if I move away. So let's do this. And let them chase me. Oh, or not. They just don't care. Alright then. We'll force their attention. The scanner. I would love to get a recurrence on that. But then I have to run up. It's 47 movement points. We can probably sprint and do it. Ooh. Not quite enough movement. It was the shield activating. I think that's the nuker who has the shield. Okay, we can charge right in. We can stun the Pyromaniac and kill the nuker. Can we kill her too? Yes, we can. The scanner, I think we'll burn to death in that corner. Want to make sure that we don't get... Good. A dilation on ourselves? What's the chance of that, by the way? 30% chance. That's not so bad. Okay. We've got more enemies in this room. I think there's at least a chiller in it. We also want to clear the corpses of the stuff they might have. Ooh. No reason to keep the shield on. We shouldn't need a jackhammer. Let's just leave all the loot in this computer rack. Quick save, and then clear the last room that's on the lower level. Most of the loot that lunatics possess is just trash. It's low-level pistols, fist weapons, and daggers. Nothing that's really useful or worth selling, which is a little aggravating. Thus, on hard mode, when you don't get any experience points for killing them either, lunatics are worth a bit on classic mode. Oh, as long as I'm recharging, and I see it, we should also recharge this. And quick saves, we don't have to do that again. Lots of quick saves, hope you guys don't mind that. I do it just because I don't feel like redoing a battle that I had won. Okay, let's get their attention. Hello, guys. You know, it's worth running around the corner. Because if the brawler didn't open that door, he could have sprinted around the corner and then TK punched me. Oh, that's a fantastic thing to see. Heard you like electricity, friend. Why can't I put that on him? Entropic recurrence. Okay, just not allowed to do so. I wanted to do the cool dot effect to kill him, but I guess we'll just do the DPS way instead. Okay, not bad. Lowest level cleared. Let's search that one room for any oddities. We'll take a look at one of these headbands. Let's look. No, I like my headband much better. I do like the improved is the proper word to say. I like all the new and, yeah, improved items that are in the game since the last time I played through it a year ago. It's almost worth it to make a character who doesn't craft, to try out some of them. But crafting equipment it's just so nice to walk around with the best gear in the game and tailored for whatever purpose or task you are using it for. That came up there in my head. It's better because you can make it into... You can craft gear that takes advantage of your stats and skills, or lack thereof, where you're weak, as opposed to relying on RNG to give you what you need. Oh, there's coupons in the mall. Here's the first one. That, and it's... Although sometimes it's not too much better, it's still always better, the gear that you can craft in the game, as opposed to what you find. Okay. Bottom level cleared. I normally clear this side first. Oh, interesting. There's traps up here on hard. I didn't bring any detection gear with me. Oh. No. Okay, no, you're good. Oh, wait, no, I'm not good. Darn it. Oh, I never should have done that. We lost a skill. So now I have to redo this. Oh, actually, I didn't have this spot filled with anything. I forgot to do that. Alright, well that gives me now an excuse to do so, now that I see that I need this. Plasma Beam actually gives me the chance to potentially utilize thermodynamic destabilization. I've never been able to kill the targets quick enough to really benefit from this. We could with my spear, but then I'm in the AoE, which I really don't want. We'll take this. Why am I carrying so many of those around with me? Okay, I gotta... Wow, I have a bunch of drugs I don't need on me. Probably from my exploits and adventures over in the DLC area. I definitely don't need to be carrying so many drugs on me. I do need to be a little careful of that mine. My armor will save me from any of the fire damage it might deal, or a good portion of it. You'll have to get a lucky crit. Now, not so lucky. Don't know why the game's so choppy up here. There must be more lunatics up here than I'm used to. Well, actually, that is the case, because it's hard mode. Clear the corpses. We can keep that gear on me at the moment. We could try to get all the lunatics. Maybe we can have a nice, fun, big battle here. Oh! Hello! There's a sniper there. That's interesting. That should also have gotten all of their attention. We'll try using this room to fight them in. We have a nice mine just outside, which we can detonate with a pyrokinesis put right on it to do even more damage in the area if it comes down to it. Now, some lunatics are probably walking down the stairs on this side to get over here on this side, because they can zone through blue transition points, not red ones. What the heck is going on? The game's really chugging. I don't want to accidentally shut the door. Okay, I don't see anyone. A scanner. One scanner is not worth casting a spell on at the moment. And she sees me. Oh, okay, here they come. From the staircase. It's just a gunner, though. I'm not overly worried about just a gunner. Okay. That's a few more enemies. I can't risk running out, unfortunately, as much as I want to. I'd rather not hit the mine yet. I will reoccurrence you. Let's get all the way in the corner and finally activate our shield. I really wanted her to die. I suppose this is just as good because she won't be able to hit. Well, yeah, she won't be able to hit me. And I'm pretty sure she used a health. No, we didn't. Did we hit her? She might have used a health hypo. We'll keep that pyromaniac in that doorway a little bit, and hopefully they'll all group up on the other side of it. Nuker, 2 scanners, and the pyro. If we hit this scanner, it should kill this scanner and that pyromaniac. I can't hit it. So he'll die. Thanks to the... Well, he'll probably heal himself. Oh, he's not bleeding. That makes us a little awkward. He's the only one supposedly here. Let's see if that's the case. It is not the case. All the others are here. If I stab him, we can't run around the corner. I can't transition. Assuming that he's first. That should save me from any attacks that they'll do. He wasn't first. The freezer was first. But the rest should be... Oh, they're not all lined up. Ooh, now that's interesting. Putting all 3 of them on fire. I don't know how I feel about that. Since I know Venga is around the corner here, as is Frost. Let's use some drugs. Can I shut the door? I cannot. Darn you, Frost. This stupid freezer's in the way. Okay. Chiller, scanner. We move up and stun Venga. We'll use an adrenaline shot. Good, and kill him. Our shield, it looks like it's powerful enough to just take those hits. The scanner has recovered from his fear. I can't reach him this turn. But we don't have to. That was a mistake. We should have left the door open. He can't reach the door this turn. And now I gave him the action points. I would have... instead of him using action points to open the door, now I have to reopen it again. But I think that's the end of them. And I think... that's... oh! Not... Firecracker! There is a third named Lunatic up here. Interesting. Can I put this on him? We are fatigued currently, but we shouldn't have to really worry about that to kill him. And now, I'm guessing that's all the lunatics. Let's recharge all my gear. We'll search all the corpses. And if that is it, that was not so bad in the end. So I guess I don't even really need to search the corpses with you guys on screen. I can do that later. Oh, there was another mine there. Interesting. I wonder... there's probably more of them scattered around then. We should have gotten all of the lunatics. Since when that one sniper was calling for help, he should have dragged all the others with him. Nope. Are we dead? We didn't die. Okay. Oh, there's... okay, we didn't get all of them. It's way too dangerous to keep him... to let him live. The electrician is nowhere near as dangerous. Wow. You can't let psychics get line of sight on you or get even a single attack. They really, really hurt. Was that everyone? So I'm guessing Firecracker was here with Vanga and Frost. There's the statue I'm here for. Alright, and I think that cleared out the mall. Let's check this one room. I don't think there's another assassin present here. I don't like seeing all this, though. There could be one in here, in which case she didn't come out to investigate because she couldn't. I don't think there's one in... Nope. Another psychopath. These things will be the death of me. Unfortunately for the doppelgangers, they won't be able to reach me. We're faster than them. That should have been the last turn they get. Okay. I'm not opening that with Sly Boots. Sly Boots doesn't need to kill every single freaking psychopath. Although that was interesting, yeah, so... Although there were some other enemies left around over here, but he wouldn't have been able to leave that room anyway. How about that? What a nasty little trap that was, Stig. I approve of that. Was that the only one in here? Looks like it. Where's our other coupon? We got one of the two mall coupons. Okay, well, I can look for it later. So that's it for Lotaeri's run. He was successful at clearing the Lunatic Mall. Look at all the corpses right there trying to get me. My goodness. Clever use of line of sight. Only thing that kept me alive over there. Oh, right. I think Sly Boots has to do this one level lower than Lotaeri is, which is going to make him... He's going to have a much more difficult time of it. But we'll go ahead and give him a try now. Let me bump up his save files. Alright, guys. So, once... let me put a break here as well. Hold on. Alright, so let's look at Sly Boots. Level 25, once again, a non-min-max character. The only thing I lowered on him was agility 1 point. He's supposed to be modeled after the character Sly Boots from the Anachronox video game. So, a private detective. He's used energy pistols in the past. A fast talker who is decent at lockpicks. And had the affinity of cold-based Miztech. And I used a dual catalyst to put, I think, slow effects in it, which is going to explain what he has for his psionic skills. Uses guns, that means every level I put 5 points in it. Uses grenades, and I want them to be a little more accurate than as if he didn't have any throwing, which is to say, I want them to be somewhat accurate. So we got some points in throwing to make sure they land where I want them to. Lockpicking, enough to get into most of the lock things I care about. He's a crafter, made himself a bunch of energy stuff. We'll take a look at his equipment soon. He's starting to take biology, so now he can use some special drugs that he couldn't before. And he's made himself some armor, which we'll take a look at as well. Metathermics and temporal manipulation. We just were using this on Lotaeri, but Sly Boots is cold-oriented, not heat-based. So we'll see that in his feats and for his slotted psionic skills. Persuasion, as he's a fast talker, and mercantile, which I felt was also appropriate for him. Here's his feats. I'm not going to cover them, but just in case you're curious as to what he has. Of note, he's got snooping, a skill on hard that I feel he probably didn't even need, but it has helped him locate a few oddities early on. God bless me. And help them with monetary issues later on. Okay, so there's all his feats. Here's his specializations, in case you're curious. As for what he's explored, less of Upper Underrail than what Lotaeri has explored. Help if I don't select the same thing. He's explored every single room down here in Standard Underrail. For the passages, he's cleared them out of all enemies as well. Right, I never go down to the Deathstalker pit. To my knowledge, there's nothing down there. There's no oddities, and there's no items. It's just an awful dark maze filled with Deathstalkers and crawlers. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should go down there since I have an effective perception of like 15 with my snooping. But man, I don't really wanna. So I haven't walked down there with any character. Not since I think it was Garrett, who was the last person to explore that area, which is when I realized that it's just not worth doing. He's explored a good chunk of the Black Sea. Once again, he did not fight any of the savage did not clear out any of the savage-held territories and kill any of their bosses. He has completed the DLC. Lotaeri has yet to go down to the Abyssal Station. But he has also explored far less than what Lotaeri did, even avoiding some rooms altogether. The 3 Naga room in hard mode, the archive over here, Boots was unable to even reach it. Not the standard way that I'm used to, because I let the pirates do their thing, and that seals the tunnel, which I would normally take to get there, which meant I would have to join the pirates to access it, or fight through Port Crag to reach it, and I decided not to do those things. As well as there's several other areas that had Naga protectors walking around that I just didn't do. Boots has a real problem dealing with Naga protectors. Unless I crit them, I don't do that any damage to them. So it's very frustrating to fight them. I did just craft a lightning electrical pistol to deal with them, on the hopes that they don't have much electrical resistance, but I never tried it out yet. For his equipment, once again, you guys don't need me to read this. You guys can take a peek and just see what he's using over there. Still a fan of conservative shields, even on Boots. Now, he's trying something new for this area. Boots doesn't have the speed that Lotaeri has, which means I'm anticipating him being hit and by any sort of spells. And so I decided to increase or make him immune to chill, freezing, and burning. Thus, he's got an antithermic padded infused bison leather overcoat for this particular area. Normally, I would be wearing something different, something that has more bullet stopping power. But it's not bullets I'm worried about for the Lunatics. It's just taking a massive amount of damage from psychic powers. And so this is, I'm hoping, going to help me with that. The increased hit points will also be useful here, I think. We'll find out for sure when I walk in there with him in a few more seconds. A decent polarizing laser pistol. And a incredibly heavy damage dealing amplified plasma pistol. This one's got a smart module in it, so when I used aim shot or execute, it'll do even more damage. What's the percentage of it? Oh, you know what? I should look over here with Lotaeri too to show you his actual stats. So, the plasma pistol does an extra 61% damage bonus whenever he uses things like aim shot, execute, or kneecap shot, and 562% chance to his damage with a 40% chance to crit. It's an incredible weapon. It will down something if it crits without too much trouble. I've seen this thing inflict up to, like, I think 3,500 damage or more, maybe even 4,000 when it crits on an execute. It's incredible. Alas, I won't be able to run up and execute short. Or it'd be rather anticlimactic for him when we reach that spot. I did bring my efficient amplified electroshock pistol, which has a chance to stun targets as the lightning leaps around. I've never used one of these before, until like just yesterday while playing Underrail, so it's interesting to see how this works. I constantly forget that this can bounce into me, and so that's rather, well, pun intended here, shocking when that actually occurs. Hopefully, we won't have that happen to him while he's here. Here's my boots, using some boot-springed boots this time around, because he's got absolutely no stealth, so I don't care about all of that stealth decreased. And you can obviously see what's on his belt slot at the moment. The other things I'm bringing. We'll swap to my plasma MK3 grenades when we will be dealing with the bosses in the Lunatic Mall up above. Here's what's currently slotted in his brain. We've got, well, you guys can see. All right, and that's it for Boots. So let me put another break here. Quick save, and now Boots goes in and gives us a try. Okay, so, I mean, this should be fresh in my mind, because I just literally did this with Lotaeri not a minute ago. How do I want to do this? I think well, I've got the extra 2% chance to crit. Let's stick with that. So I know I shouldn't need the amplified. I shouldn't need this against electricians. It'd be kind of ironic. Let's do this. You guys know the drill by now. We do that to make sure we don't start combat before I'm ready. Okay. We move into the room. Actually, we move here. Let's start with the electrified pistol and see if we stun either of these enemies. Is that the way that works? It crit on the first target, which means that the next target, even though it's not a critical hit, does a percentage of the damage during the... Wow! Wow! Oh, wow! Wow! I didn't read that properly. I thought it just did that. I thought it did 35 through 110 damage to everything it struck. Not that it's a lowered amount as it jumps, but if it crits the first target, I guess the only target it rolls to see if it crits or not is the first one. And then if it did, it applies the much higher crit damage to everything. We really can't let Boots take any, side hits because of that weapon. Apparently the one freezer that's standing out here just saw his friends get iced, haha, pun intended, and doesn't care at all. We might need this though to down that guy, so we'll swap it now to our plasma pistol. Oh! Okay, I'm fine with that. It's an 87% chance to hit him with my plasma pistol. I'm gonna go for it. 2,300 damage. Pyromaniac and a freezer. Okay, so can we cripple this guy's kneecaps? He shouldn't be able to reach me this turn. Oh, I should stop drinking this, Tim. It's 9 o'clock at night. No more soda for you. Well, hello! It's a shame I don't have my lightning pistol equipped. Let's freeze the freezer, move here, and equip our lightning pistol. Now, I would love to walk up and execute him with that gun, but we're likely to eat a bounce, and at 250% damage, it will kill us. So we really don't want to use that. Also, note that because I've accidentally done this at least once, if you try to aim shot the lightning pistol, the lightning, yeah, that's right, or the electric pistol, the shot will automatically miss. You're not allowed to aim shot on a weapon that does its damage to, that can deal damage to multiple targets. Oh, that's so nice when it crits. Wow. Man. That is truly amazing. Yeah, we can just leave the corpses on the ground with Sly. We don't have to search them. I know they just have junk anyway. And at least where those guys are located, there's no chance of... Well, actually, I guess I could. Never mind. I could accidentally click on them. Let's clear all the corpses. Stick all this garbage in here. Actually, I lied earlier. I said that they never have anything useful on them. That's not true. They can have decent crossbows. Should also reload my pistols. Nothing worse than swapping to an energy pistol only to find out there's no ammo in it if I had to get out of my inventory. Okay, I can search the rest of this stuff later. You guys only care about the combat, not about the loot. Okay, so let's get these guys next. So... Oh, I love to kill him, but if I take the shot, even with the glasses on, it's going to be like a 92% chance, which is decent, but then I can't get away from getting stunned by the brawler. I guess we could try to take... I guess we could just take it. I only brought one morphine with boots. Let's do something a little smarter. Let's try to take out his Neegs. We could kill him. In fact, I think I have to make the attempt. Oh, he didn't sprint. This tells me that something else is on the way. We know there's a psychopath around here somewhere. Let's... What's the action point cost of this? I don't have enough to get in there, but we have enough to get in here. So let's... slow... the brawler and run. Now I wish I had my energy pistol. Also, my lightning pistol equipped would have hit all of these. Okay, let's not hit the door. I don't have the action points to shut that. I thought this was an outline. For a second, it's not. Okay, let's move over here. There's no open windows here, so they can't shoot me or psionic me through those windows. Oh, never mind. There's an open window right on the other side of me. Wrong. Very wrong. Let's take a kneecap shot with the plasma pistol on the chiller. Okay, that made a lot of noise. So others are now coming, if they weren't before. Oh, I have to kill him. He's in the way. Okay, or they're not on the way. That's weird. I thought for sure the assassin would arrive. I guess she's coded to stay down there and not contribute to the battle. Maybe, perhaps she just doesn't care about her fellow lunatics. Nothing says they have to act as a cohesive unit to kill me. I should leave all the doors open, Tim. This isn't your home. It's not Core City. Let the corpses put all the garbage away. Okay, we know there's an assassin down here. Let's get its attention. That should do it. Oh, no, that was a misclick. I meant to shut the door, not move on the other side of it. Okay, let's see if we can get a crit execute. No, okay, she's still quite dead. Check for food. Interesting. That fridge must always have two... Oh, and this has another cave hopper steak. So I guess those... I'm guessing, based on the fact that it's the same loot, that it's the same things spawn in those items as well. Oh, hello, tourist guide. I just want some of this crap now out of my inventory. Let's wait here 15 seconds. We'll activate combat, go around the corner, and see if we can just immediately kill this psychopath. I want full movement points in case for some reason this doesn't kill him. $6,000 damage? Woo! Man, I wish I could get an execute off on Chort. But there ain't no way. There's no way. I can't think of a way that we could incapacitate the giant eye during our battle against him. That would be amazing if I could get a lucky 40% chance to crit on it. Okay, now these three are together, so let's go back to the electric pistol. Oh, one spot too many, Tim. Thankfully, the scanner wasn't able to hit me. Okay. That kind of worked out for us. So, let's... Ooh. Oh, right. I have goggles. Alright, didn't crit that time, but did stun him. We could do it... Oh, we can't do it again. I'll make some noise. Are you sure, Tim? This will get all the others after you. And those two are immune to flames. I have... How much is to get over here? 11 action points left. I won't have enough to run behind this if I shoot him now. It's just a pyro and a nuker. They're not actually going to be that dangerous. They're more dangerous to my shields than me, in fact. My armor should take... My armor should take the hits extremely well. I'm going to do something risky and turn off my shield. I don't think I'm going to need it for the attacks that come my way from these two. Actually, the crossbow is what I should be worried about. I will move around there. I'll move around here after all. That miss sucked. What are you gonna do? Let's freeze. Oh, can't be frozen. Kind of have to kill the scanner. This should bounce to all of them. Let's throw a grenade now. Will contraction. I can't get away. I can't shoot that one again. I like fire. Don't do that, Tim. I mean, it's fine, we still won. But it feels like we've missed 92% chances to hit during this fight. Ooh, there's an open window there. Alright, we'll just have to huddle here. Okay, can reload. Including my shield. Okay, that should be good. How's my glasses? Glasses are fine. Taser's fine. And we know there's, I think, 3 enemies in this next room, and they're all, once again, huddled together. So we'll stick with the electrical pistol. Let's get their attention. That should have let them see me. This should bounce between the electrician and the brawler if it hits. The brawler could sprint up to me. We'll throw a grenade. Now I'm curious. We can't be frozen, and you shouldn't realize it, I think. Will you try to freeze me? For science, we'll find out together. No, we won't. We'll just... Oh, not freeze him. Did not need to. Okay, so far this is not so bad for Mr. Boots. Though unfortunately we'll lose our core chips when we go upstairs. 2 minutes left. That's not going to be enough time to do the battle, unfortunately. And by the battle, I mean taking out all of the lunatics, but I guess we'll make an attempt. Maybe it will be good enough. That could hit me. We need to move one more away. Could still hit me. Oh, I don't like this. Move here. I will need to do a contraction. And then we need to do that again. That's good to know. We can get off 2 of those if we use a contraction. Try to fish for that crit on the weapon. Oh, that's interesting. I thought we had a much higher chance to crit with the weapon before. Oh, there it is. Okay, right. Looking at the wrong weapon. All right, let's move on, Tim. Oh, 60 seconds left. Okay, I'm not gonna... Let's use a different food. I'd rather benefit from something else than rely on just a few more seconds of that. Let's have some brain beetle soup. Okay, and we'll try the same exact tactic with a different character. I know the sniper's around, but maybe we can kill a chiller? But now we have to stand here. A jackrabbit. We definitely don't want our shield on when being hit by that weapon. We shouldn't have to be worried about that at all, unless she has expertise. Otherwise, that's just a weapon designed to drain shields so someone else can kill us. So we should see the one scanner showing up then from around the corner when we poke our head out there. If this is like the last time. Oh, she's still not here. Oh, is that the same gunner? It might be. They did... I think that was Sprint that ended. A nuker and a gunner. The nuker is more dangerous. The gunner is close by. So we'll deal with the gunner now. I would have liked to have put a kneecap shot on her, but we have to actually step forward a little bit. There's less range on kneecap shot for some reason than if you would to take a normal shot. Okay. We will slow the sniper. And then I have to run away. It's a 5mm pistol she's using too. I think we just move up a little bit and throw a grenade here. Was that everyone? The sniper. He couldn't reach me last turn. If I poke out my head out and shoot him, I don't think I can get back inside again. So we can't take that risk. He's no longer slowed. Let's see if we can get a kneecap shot on him. A crit kneecap shot. He should die from that in 2 rounds. And he won't be able to hit me. We can take a single aim shot at this scanner. And then we can run away. I think the sniper just healed himself. The scanner healed himself too. Bit risky this, but I'll hope that that does the damage I need it to do. And then we're gonna have to incapacitate him. I can't do it unless we adrenaline shot now. Oh, we might be dead. We can't actually freeze him. Okay. This is super awkward. Oh, I'm not... Oh my god. Wow, that really hurt. Is it because... No, it's... They don't have a whatchamacallit buff on them. They're just immune to burning. I think. Okay. Oh, this is potentially deadly. Good. It crit to start and almost killed Vanga. Oh, this is going to be awful. Because we're going to be fatigued as well. So we better be able to kill this guy right now. Then we can thankfully end combat. Okay, so we didn't get Frost and we didn't get Firecracker. But we did kill all the others. Or, well, and not all the others, but anyone who showed up. Good. Very good. Also, we should charge our classes. That was a really lucky crit. on Vanga as well. For as much as I complain about the RNG hurting me with all these 95%, 93%, 92% misses, we do land a few clutch 35, 38% chances to crit when I really need them to. Did I quick save? Let's quick save again. But say I don't like seeing all these closed doors. It means that nothing walked out of those rooms. I did miss, but I didn't miss that one. Missed the aim shot, but got 2 lucky crits afterwards. So what do we know that's left? There's there's one more psychopath out and about over here someplace, right? At least one more. And there's the other inside that locked room. Everything came out of this room to investigate. She's seen me, so she should be now on the way. Someone else. Oh! Here come the others. She can't be frozen, Tim. She has the warmed up buff. Firecracker, though, can be. Frost is still alive. The psychopath's probably on the way. Let's slow her down. And we'll take a single pot shot at Firecracker. No. Well, I can take the shot from here. I wanted to take out... Well, maybe we can. Let's try. I want them bunched up. Okay, so I'm going to try a flashbang on that group. Both of the bosses resisted. We can get over there with just our movement, so we'll take a shot at Firecracker. Let's move over here. Let's see what he's able to do. He didn't get a single attack off against Boots as a Lotaeri. Can I freeze Frost? Nothing says I can't freeze her. So I'm gonna try doing that. Then we'll try for a aimed shot on Firecracker. Alright, 87% is not good enough. We'll contraction. kind of have to move away. I don't have a way to deal with all those other enemies. So we're gonna run for the other room. If we had hit that aim shot, we could have stayed there, executed Frost, and have killed both of them. But, well, you can't rely on an 87. I shut the door to that room? Why'd I do that? Well, the good news about them being a little further away is that we can send a cryo orb against them. Right there. Kills Firecracker. We can't let ourselves be targeted. Those two can very easily kill Boots very quickly. Even, well, actually, can they? They'll have to get through my shields. I'm worried about the Pyromancers. Well, actually, I'm worried about both their crossbows. Good grenade. I'm greedy, but not that greedy. There's a psychopath. Okay, so let's slow him down. And then we gotta get into the room. Okay, he's in threat range now. Could try a flashbang and see if it gets it either of them. No. Bunch of work to get a cryostasis on him. And while I'd love to shoot Frost, I can't if I want to not take a potential hit from Frost. Let's move over here. Move up. Stun Frost, aim shot Frost. End the turn, and then we can execute. Out of energy. Recharge. Okay. Good. Very good. It's always disappointing when a high chance to hit misses, but as you can see, you can work your way out of it. There's no reason to immediately hit escape, depending upon the situation you are in. There have been many times where, as you saw with Lotaeri, the enemy gets the last action against me for the round. The last action is the last activated enemy incapacitating me somehow, and then I have to withstand a whole nother round of combat, and without being able to act, and I don't know how I do that. Thankfully, Boots didn't have the luck that Lotaeri had in regards to that one psychopath being there. This was not so difficult in the end for either character, was it? What do you think? I think we should kill him. We know he's in here. But he's in this corner, so I don't think he sees me yet. And he should be... Now that I know he's also there, this should be rather easy to do. And there we go, everyone. Lunatic Mall cleared with both Sly Boots and Lotaeri. This is considered one of the tougher areas of the game, thanks to the fact that it's lunatics. And we died only once. I can't believe I died. Actually, I can believe it, because it's me, obvious. Lotaeri, the amazing tactical genius. Playing through the game. Of course. Why was there ever... I forgot to put the plasma grenades on my belt, and I said I was going to do that. And I brought this cryogas specifically to use it outside of this room. And I forgot to use both of those. But in the end, we didn't even need it. Man. Well, there you go. You can even make some bad choices about what you have on your belt in this mission, as long as your MK3 frag grenade lands in the right spot. Thank you all for watching. Hope it was entertaining. And I will hopefully see you in another one of these, assuming I record one of these in the future. Take care, everyone.